You're at Tesco, reaching for your usual packet of biscuits, thinking you're just grabbing a simple treat. But what if I told you that some of the most trusted names in British biscuit aisles are loading your body with ingredients that food scientists literally designed to bypass your body's natural "I'm full" signals? Yeah, I'm talking about brands you grew up with. Brands your nan probably has in her tin right now. Let's get into this right now. Look, I know what you're thinking. It's just a biscuit, mate. How bad can it be? That's exactly what I said before I actually read the labels. If even one of these shocks you, and trust me, number 3 definitely will, smash that like button right now. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we're about to expose what these brands have been hiding in plain sight. Brand number 1. McVitie's Digestives, Milk Chocolate. Everyone loves a chocolate digestive with their tea. Classic British comfort, right? Yeah, I thought so too. Here's the thing. A standard pack contains palm oil as the third ingredient. Your body metabolizes palm oil differently than other fats, storing it more readily as visceral fat around your organs. The chocolate coating contains polyglycerol polyricinoleate, a lab-created emulsifier that allows them to use less actual cocoa. You know that feeling when you've had 2 biscuits, but somehow the packet's half empty? That's not you being weak. That's the combination of refined palm oil and hyperpalatable sweetness hijacking your satiety signals. And you're paying £2.50 for the privilege. Brand number 2, Fox's Golden Crunch Creams. These look innocent enough. Buttery, nostalgic, and the kind your mum might put out for guests. But here's what they don't tell you. These biscuits contain hydrogenated vegetable oil. The UK technically banned trans fats in 2021, but manufacturers found a loophole. They can still use partially hydrogenated oils if trans fat content stays under 2% per serving. The serving size they list? 2 biscuits. But you're actually eating 4 or 6 without thinking about it. The cream filling? It's primarily glucose syrup and palm kernel oil. Essentially, industrial waste products reformulated to mimic butter. And you're paying extra for it. Brand number 3. Maryland Cookies Original Chocolate Chip. Maryland Cookies market themselves with that nostalgic American-style image. Home-baked goodness, right? Here's the problem. 1 pack contains more sugar than 3 Krispy Kreme donuts. The chocolate chips? They're not real chocolate. They're chocolate-flavored chips made with cocoa powder, vegetable fat, and sodium bicarbonate to stabilize them at room temperature for months. But get this, they contain caramel color E150D. This specific type is created by treating sugars with ammonia, and studies have linked it to potential carcinogenic compounds. The EU allows it, but California requires warning labels. Maryland uses it purely for aesthetic reasons. And it's the 4th best-selling biscuit brand in the UK. Brand number 4, Cadbury Fingers. Cadbury, you trust that name. British institution, purple packaging, childhood memories. But Cadbury's been owned by Mondelez since 2010, and the recipe changed. These now contain modified starch as a cheap bulking agent. The chocolate coating has decreased from 30% to 25% actual cocoa, replaced with more vegetable fats and emulsifiers. That sluggish feeling after a few fingers. That's your gut struggling to process frankenfood. You're paying premium prices for a downgraded product. Brand number 5. Burton's Jammy Dodgers. The jam-filled heart shape. Peak British nostalgia. The jam isn't jam. It's apple and plum jam-flavored filling. Mostly glucose-fructose syrup, thickeners, and artificial coloring, Ponceau 4R, which is banned in Norway and requires warning labels in the EU about effects on children's attention. The biscuit contains E450 disodium diphosphate, a phosphate additive linked to kidney problems and accelerated aging when consumed regularly. Burton's uses it because it's cheaper than natural raising agents. They've turned childhood comfort into a chemistry experiment. And they're marketing it to your kids. I know. This is a lot. But listen, you're not powerless here. There's actually a really simple way to fix this. The solutions. Nan's Oat Biscuits. 5 ingredients you can actually pronounce. They taste like actual oats. Nutty, slightly sweet, no chemical aftertaste. Tesco, Sainsbury's, about £2. I've been buying these for 6 months. Dove's Farm digestive biscuits. Organic, palm oil free, and they actually crumble like real biscuits should. The chocolate ones use real cocoa butter. £2.80, but genuinely satisfying. Make your own. Flour, butter, sugar, oats. 20 minutes. You control everything. Here's your shopping test. First, pick it up. Second, flip it over. Third, count the ingredients. More than 8, put it back. Fourth, look for palm oil, glucose syrup, or anything starting with E, followed by numbers. Fifth, and if your great-grandmother wouldn't recognize it as food, neither should you. Right. Confession time. How many of these are in your cupboard right now? Drop a number in the comments. Which brand are you boycotting first? I genuinely want to know who betrayed you the most. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe for more truth about what's really in your food. Send this to someone who needs to see it. They'll thank you later. This is just the beginning.